Alright, hello everybody, welcome back. Team Blank here again, obviously. Had some delays and some fucking shit happen today. Most of it is due to weather damage from yesterday. Made me be a little bit later than planned. Also means I didn't get half of the stuff I usually have to do on Sunday done, like my laundry or grocery shopping. So unfortunately, this is gonna make Gray sad when he gets here. This is only gonna be a 4-hour stream. We're gonna go from 2 to 6, and then I gotta go. I guess we played like 2.5 or 3 hours of UAD yesterday, and you just had to take that. We are. What are we doing actually? We've got both of the island class ships to do.
Sticking through these ad breaks supports the stream. Thank you.
Ray's not here
Hooray,
yet. I
stay
will do
tuned,
mine
guys.
first.
Why is Kawa, New Zealand, known as a must-visit for a rest stop? Find out when the ads end in about a minute.
Never heard of it, so no idea. I'm going to do something with all of this. Or what yet?
Hi.
Hey, Gray. So due to storm damage and stuff yesterday, I had a little bit of stuff I had to fuck with, and it has cost me some time.
Oh, I thought your Eldo did something again.
No, just all the storm damage from yesterday. Means I had to take back roads to get to a few places.
Kawa is famed for its Hundertwasser toilets, an architecturally unique public restroom that's become a tourist attraction.
I don't think these fit on here.
YIPPY.
Saying yippee probably means your things here. Yep.
Watch streak reached. USS_Grey_Ghost is currently on a 155 stream streak. Watch streak reached. USS_Grey_Ghost.
Do not repeat stuff twice.
Why not try switching to all or nothing? Would that save you enough weight?
Oh no, I'm just fiddling with stuff here. I was looking at going to 8-inch guns, but they don't fit on here, unfortunately.
Okay.
I am, however, probably going to switch all of my guns to 3 barrels.
When I try 7, since you said they're normally so much lighter.
Oh yeah, look, see, a quad barrel 6.9 is 394 tons. Let's see. Let's do a 3 barrel 7. Gotta make sure it has the same armor stats. We get a good
7.9 instead of 8.9.
Oh yeah, 7.9's absolutely lighter. I'll just place down one of each so we can see the weights. They don't have to fire.
Because you said 8s are overly heavy more than once.
8s are incredibly heavy. We're going to compare the 3 turrets all with the same amount of armor. You can see their exact weights. They all have the same barrel length. They will all have the same amount of armor. So as you can see, a 7.9 is 577 for quad barrels, or 451 for 3. An 8.9 is 897 for quad, and 698 for 3. A 6 is 394 for a quad, or 310 for a triple. So for a little bit of extra weight, you can go triple barrel 7.9s instead of quad barrel 6.9s, or for less weight, you can go double barrel 7.9s and still be lighter than quad 6.9s. But 8s, especially the quad turret, just get insanely heavy, insanely quickly.
Since you were saying 6s weren't enough range, I think the 7 inches would work best.
I need to figure out if 7s are going to fit on there, though. I think the 7 and the 6 are the same size. At least for a 3 barrel. No, it's a tiny bit shorter on the front and the back. It's a
Interesting, maybe the 7s have a shrinking problem.
No, they are bigger. They are bigger, just not much bigger. The 8s are a lot shorter and a lot more streamlined, but they have a bigger back section. Which is why the 8s won't fit up here, because they interact with these other turrets. Five, 154,923. Yeah, fucking triple base is really heavy for this. Still doesn't have very good range. It's only 21. It's only 22. I would need to go to 8s. That's my problem. I can't get the range. Switch to heavy AP. I can get 26 out of them.
8 inches duels then.
And that would give 8-inch guns a range of 35 kilometers. The downside of that is, I wish I could pick, and I always hated this during the whole development process. I should be able to pick what my main gun fires and what my secondary guns fire, because my secondary guns, they need capped ballistic.
Yay, I agree.
My main gun, though, they only need semi-armor piercing. But if I switch them both to capped, I can get the range of the 6-inch guns all the way up to 26 instead of only 19. And then I could probably keep the 6-inch guns. Problem is, that makes me a lot heavier. Could drop every quad into a triple. That would save me 100 tons per gun. 200, 400, 600, 800, 1,000, 1,200, 1,400, 1,600.
Honestly, how much weight
2,000.
would all nothing save you, if any?
I will check in just a second. 2,000 or 2,200?
You can probably remove your
24,
armor from your
26.
foredeck.
Oh, by the way, you were curious because my ship turns so bad. Where is it? Maneuverability. Well, I only turn 1 degree a second. I need 448 meters to make a turn. Do not turn very well.
What about fully
That's
unbalanced?
what I'm doing because my ship does not turn and they need to be able to turn better than what they do. See, look at this. 87 to 97. It's a 10% accuracy increase. I think I'm just going to switch all of my guns to triple barrel.
I figure each steering type has a benefit or detriment to steering.
They do. Yeah, it's not what I wanted to go. I just gotta be really careful because these are the ships that will crash us. They will absolutely crash us.
They aren't lined up anymore. Port and starboard.
No, that goes away once I place the turret. So when you're just holding the turret on one side, it doesn't count the weight until it places it. I can save like 3,000
No,
tons.
I mean the rear dual bar bed on the one side is back further than on the other.
Well, they're lined up. They are
This
lined up.
side is marginally farther back.
Lined up. Flying comes over to this. Flying comes over to this. Hard to tell. Could just be the angle we're looking at. It looks lined up. Barrels come to the same spots on the turret.
Maybe it's an optical illusion, but
Gotta
it
be.
looked like the rear of the two turrets was just the littlest bit larger than the ones.
Pretty sure it's an optical illusion. I think it's sticking out more than what they were before, but well, save us a good amount of weight. Need a better funnel.
If you keep out any more armor, you might need reduced the anti-torp.
I eat a lot of torps with this ship. I don't know if I want to reduce that.
Adding more armor.
Main belt weighs next to nothing on this ship. Realistically speaking, the best thing I could probably do for this ship would have been use 9-inch guns for the side, or switch everything to 7.9 doubles. One of those two options probably would have worked the best. Realistically speaking, one of those would have probably worked the best. 7.2 doubles would have been lighter still. Had more range and yada yada yada. We got 27.7 out of them. I increased my sixes to have 25.7 now. I could have kept them as quads for some unknown reason. Do shoot further. They shoot like 1.3 kilometers further for some reason. That doesn't make sense. I think it's the same gun, so I don't know why that would be.
The stack barrels, maybe.
Well, I've never seen it do that with any other gun. It doesn't do that. It does do it with the 7th. Do it with the 8s. It doesn't do it with the 8th. It does it with the 6s and the 7s. Well, 5s.
Oh.
It doesn't do it with the 5s. It doesn't do it with 4s. It doesn't do it with 3s. And for 2 9s, it's reversed. For some reason, 3 barrels can shoot further than 4, and 2 barrels can shoot only 15 kilometers. What the fuck? I'm so confused. It makes no sense. Oh, I'm so confused. I'm just going to choose to not pay attention to it.
Bugs.
Yeah, abandoned game. It's gonna.
Like the magic shrinking 4. 9s made sense.
You know they did. Yep. Good news is, I never moved my turrets back after I got rid of the 8s. But since I don't have the 8s, I can save a lot of weight by just bringing my turrets back.
Check your angle of fire for the upper gun.
That's why. Why we kept it so far out, even when we got rid of the 8s. Forgot about that. Even though it can very, very clearly see over these, it still gets blocked by this one. Alright. Well, that's my ship done. Upgrading everything to Mark 5s on it. Take 10 months. You weren't here for the first minute, Gray. But that I'll talk about when you got here. Thanks to some damages and stuff in town. Like I said, I was not able to get a bunch of stuff done today. And I was late getting home. Hence why I had to start an hour late. But I still haven't done my laundry or anything. I have to go to a laundromat. My washer broke. Stupid fucking Maytag piece of shit. It's got a 10-year warranty. But the part you need is discontinued. We can't help. Motherfuckers. But I have to go and do laundry still. And the laundromat closes at 7. So I have to leave my house at 6 o'clock so I can do the laundry because I'll be in there about an hour. I've got to do a bunch of my bed clothes and my normal clothes. So today's only going to be a 4-hour stream. Started at 2. It's going to go till 6. We played some UAD yesterday, like 3 hours worth, so. But, apologize. I know that's not what you wanted to hear. It happens, though. Laundromat did
Oh,
not
I
have
thought
power
you
this morning.
slept nude.
When the heat gets above 100, I do. Yeah, I absolutely do. I ain't one to sit there and hide my shit. I don't care. And I live alone. But for the most part, I usually sleep in boxers. When it gets really, really, really fucking hot, I do just sleep with my bowels out. Try and get a good breeze going through the room. Got a fan in the hallway, it pushes air this way, and I got a fan at the foot of my bed. But what I meant by bed clothes was pillowcases, sheets, blanket. You know, the stuff that your bed would wear, kind of like clothes.
Oh.
I don't have pajamas or anything. Let's get your ships in. I saved. I think I saved.
No.
I need to back out and save then. It's these barbettes. When you're moving them, they can be what crash you. Now I've saved. Now we can do your ship.
Sticking through these ad breaks supports the
Okay.
stream. Thank you. Hooray, stay tuned, eyes. Now, a verse from our collective tailface mask in the chat where ships and angles collide. Ship at us _grey_ghost navigates with keen eye and guide. Magnifying glass steering types debated. Balance in sight. Balance scale optical illusions or turrets not right. Thinking face armor and torps in a tactical dance. Dancer while stack barrels ponder their stance. Gunner slip on sleep habits brings a chuckle or two. Sleeping tears of joy as King Blaine Gaming sails on through. Sailboat video game.
Alright, what do you want to do here, buddy? Is there anything you want to change, or are we just upgrading everything to the new marks?
Switch to triple. I'm thinking about doing the Citadel trick and switching to triples for the secondaries.
Alright, I'll switch all your secondaries to triple.
The Citadel armor trick for more armor.
I know the trick you're talking about. That is awesome. Still awesome. Why won't you just go center? Put those back down in a second. See it crash. Oh, I know why it's doing that. It's because you have your back turret spaced further than mine. That's why it gets pushed back further. Hmm. Alright, let's try and fix your half weight, I guess. Try and fix your balance here. Is there anything else you want to do now? Increase your armor and all that stuff. Hmm.
Not really, that gave me maximum armor for inner belt and main belt and just more armor in general.
Yeah, like I said, it was a lot of weight in 4-inch guns because they weigh so much more. Great. Go ahead and save the design.
Who is going to be your next opponent?
We haven't decided yet. And even then, it's going to be a couple of months, couple of turns before we do go to war with anybody. Because a lot of our ships are going to take quite a few months to refit. Destroyers won't be done for 9 months.
But during peacetime that goes by quickly.
Yeah. France will probably be our next bet. They're the next naval superpower. They're significantly stronger than most of the other nations.
My destroyers won't be done until right after my biggest ships get done and right before your biggest ships get done.
Dave, too. I mean, I could wipe out Italy and Germany pretty quickly. I think Germany only owns that port, and Italy owns this one over here. I don't think I could do it with my torpedo boats, though, unfortunately. got battle cruisers and most of our Azuka class destroyers and stuff. If you wanna send those at the Italy or Germany, since they want to fight us every turn.
Italy could be fast.
It could be fast, because like I said, I know where their one island is. So all of our destroyers brought up to speed. Pretty good fleet over there. We don't want to go in there half cocked. Fighting the urge to hit that button every time.
What percentage is your armor quality? Because it fits 200%, that's the max.
We're not at 200% yet. We're about to get a 12% increase across the board in 3 turns. We probably should have waited for that, to be honest. But we're at 170, I believe. 170 something.
Cool.
What do you have? You have 4 ports. I only see 2 ports here, so they own another island somewhere. It's 3. Where's the 4th one? Has a 4th port somewhere. Central Canada is now going to take this port from me as well. I hate the central. I hate the fucking. We had them dead to rights locked in. They took all their ports. They only had the Canadian prairies. Now they've taken British Columbia, Northern Canada, Central Canada, and they're about to take New Brunswick. Fuck the AI. Germany's got another port somewhere. I'm not sure where it's at. Got one there, one down there, and over here. Germany.
Never mind. It would take a while to get to Italy. 99 friendship.
Yeah, because they're surrounded and they can't get out. just be my ships
Looks
finishing up
like
now.
it'd be easier to go over with Germany.
Most likely. France is going to be another slog fest because they've got random ports spread around the world. And they've got a shit ton of torpedo boats and destroyers. But it won't be as long as British. They have significantly less territories than what the British had.
Hence, why the new destroyers and the refits.
Park your big ships over here at Kiel. Germany.
I hope you have enough crew for all those new destroyers.
Oh, I absolutely do not. Fine. Send them over here. So I can get to the side of the map fairly. Nice.
Then again, you only need 9 of them active right now, so you could probably put the rest in mothballs temporarily.
I will get them all active. Well, these key ships. This is this guy right here. He is the last of the old ones. He does not actually have a fleet that he's hooked to right now. Here, destroyers.
And the DD are done.
They're all being commissioned or mothballed now. Won't hit OK. Oh shit, that was close.
Clicks OK and
Shoot this motherfucker!
USS_Grey_Ghost played. Shoot this mother trucker for 0 bits.
At war with Germany. My ship. Low. Yeah, I don't have any destroyer escort anymore either. Yeah, coming. Alright, North. They have Denmark on their side. Take Eastern Denmark. Oh, fuck you, France. I'm not fighting you right now. How are you guys damaged already? Oh, probably naval mines. God. You guys only have 7-kilometer range torps. Oh, you guys are fucked. Alright, so the British had these super long range torps. These guys don't. These guys only have 7-kilometer range torps. They are fucked. They use smaller torps. Ships also seem to be a bit more on the older variety than when the British were using. Decent armor though. Beijing.
Really, I couldn't tell.
Nope, hit him with one of the 20-inch rounds.
They look like such new designs.
I know. With their chaser guns and everything, all 6 of them. Mark 5 7.1s. They do have Mark 5 everything at least. It's got mines out there. We need to send 2 of our new destroyers over to my capital ships.
You're already capturing Germany anyway, no need to invade.
Oh, I know, we're gonna go for Finland instead. Oh, hey, look! Denmark bought some ships from us. 158. So they have the just before our most recent refit model of Ass Kicker.
Sticking through these ad breaks supports the stream. Thank you. Hooray, stay tuned, eyes.
Oh, they have one of my
Before Bob
light cruisers,
Barker's
too.
iconic tenure, who
Only
was the original
98%
host of
though.
The Price is Right, when it first aired in 1956? Find out when the ads end in about a minute.
They have some 1944 variants of your Ass Kicker before our most recent refit we just did.
The only person I can think of is the British guy from Hogan's Heroes.
They changed the speed though, it only goes 34.5. This is the Mark IV variant.
The original maestro of merchandising, The Price is Right, was none other than Bill Cullen, who charmed audiences with his quick wit from 1956 to 1965.
fucking 20 kilometers away, you can hear the guns. You know you're from.
That took quite a few of your 20-inch to kill him.
I don't have the same shells I had before. Them sap shells I had.
Compared to normal.
Well, them sap shells I had were a lot better. But I had to switch back to the other shells just to all my guns had good range. I want to know how I'm only getting partial pen though. Shoot AP then. You ain't got enough armor to stop my HE round. I shouldn't get partial pen. I should be getting an overpen or a bucket. You can count the inner belts. You don't have enough to stop those. Now APs are straight overpens. Aw, look. It's one of my original belted cruisers. I love this ship. It's so good. I have really good armor. They have a really old version of it. I would almost want to capture it and put it in a museum fleet. No, I can't capture it anymore. Oh, this is a British ship, I think. No, it's not. British design, German torps, only 7.3. We're attacking Germany from two sides. Those need to work, damn it.
Camaros.
It's an island over by Madagascar.
I guess you found their other eye. Land.
Bing Zong Hong class battleship. Okay, so that obviously got bought from China. China has some pretty big ships. That's an 80,000 ton battleship. I have to look out for that when we get ready to get rid of China. They got one of my battlecruiser 3s that we sold to them. They bought some Speedy Gonzaleses. They got one of my hybrid light cruisers, and oh boy, is it full of oh shit! It's only got 38% armor. That is an old ship. Cruiser 3's only got 142%, 64. So that's a newer Gonzales.
Look at that 2.4% speed.
One of the defects is a bonus. It's being bought from Germany. All the destroyers and torpedo boats, at least.
I wonder if the positive defects gets fixed.
They do. They do. I've checked that before. They do.
That sucks.
Fuck are you guys aiming? Alright, so that's... Oh, I was looking at that. Interesting battlecruiser. 14 3s, 8 1s, 7s, 6 3s, 4 1, 4 1, 3 2, 3 1s, and torps. Mark 3s, Mark 2s, Mark 2 15. So they've got really big ships, not really good tech. Oh, that's a good ship design.
Honestly seen worse in game.
Oh, I know, it's just it caught me off guard because of the tech we were in. And he's got one of my old Battlecruiser 3s, back when everything was still 9.9s and we had a shit ton of them. But needless to say, this doesn't have the range to piss me off. He has no more guns left. did, yes. I don't think it exists anymore for me to see it. No, yeah, right here. They had one of the old ones. Still only Mark 4 39s, Mark 4 27s. And it was the version that you had 2 torpedo tubes on, one on each side. So it was a very old version.
Still effective, just not against the new.
No, yeah, they're definitely not effective against my ship here. Oh, that was my 9 opening fire. I remember that sound.
Your head's covering part of the damaged models.
I never changed it back after doing refits. I think it's been up there for a couple of sulfur videos now too, now that I think about it. I keep forgetting to move it around.
Yeah, but it doesn't really affect anything in Solver.
Enough, I suppose. Dude, they've got some of my really old ship. Mark 1 69. Only 38% armor quality, so that's the start of the game. Yeah, compound armor. Literally start of the game. Steam basic engine, compound armor. Barbette 1, single hull bottom. Base fuse steering. It's got brown powder and black powder still. This is a very start of the game ship. Yes, it is mine. One of your Speedy Gonzaleses. And there's a German ship.
valid threat, and that's marginally.
Not really. These are actually a threat. They're Mark IV 12.8s. And they're really close, actually. The ship itself's old, but he's got good guns on there. Okay, that's not a threat anymore. See, my problem is the reload time. I can only delete one thing at a time. Going on a full broadside with these ships is not a good idea. I feel so bad for this guy. He's not even in range to shoot yet. I felt so bad for this. He's not even in firing range yet. Well, your ship's got some action. Not very glamorous, but you've got some action. I don't know why they kept trying to pick on mine. Mine seemed like the bigger, or the easier target since I didn't have 2 destroyers to escort me. Probably. Knowing the AI algorithm the way it is, probably.
The cabin's like you called me up for this. This isn't even a threat.
No, it's actually one ship. The rest are all, convoys.
Captain. I think one of the old DD could probably take this thing on fairly reliably.
These convoys have a lot of guns. No, I don't need to fight them.
I mean that CL.
Oh, that's CL maybe. All these fucking mines that they're carrying that are doing the most damage to us. My battleships, their first combat, they walked in 20% damage everywhere because of mines. See, we set these up to be 100% efficiency now, and they still won't go 40 fucking knots. They go 39.1. And they've got 100% efficiency now. I told you, it's not how it works. You set a design speed, chances of you ever actually hitting it, it's very close to 0. That one's gonna hit. They've got a triple barrel 5.3 that fires every 7 seconds, and it's got very good accuracy. I don't know how well your destroyers would fight versus that. Either of them. Oh, I gotta pee. I'll be right back. Leave my ships. See the actual Overlord class. I don't see it in the repair pool either. Great. Takes a very long time to replace.
It was in the repair pool last turn.
I know it was in the repair pool last turn, but I don't see it in the pool anymore. Now it says 0. That's
At
why
least one BBB was.
it was mine. But I think it deleted it now. Fuck you, block that. That's my ship, but still, how? Fuck you, I call bullshit. Do it again. Man. Oh my lord. On mine again.
Sticking through these ad breaks supports the stream. Thank you. Hooray, stay tuned, eyes. Attention. Coming soon to a chat near you. Clapperboard in a world of navals. King Blaine Gaming sails through the seas of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Ship at us _grey_ghost critiques the foes, from Akazukis to elusive speedsters, questioning threats and damage models. Hammer and wrench, will the old destroyers prevail? Stay tuned as the saga unfolds on Let's Play UAD. Anchor # Naval Nerds Unite # Dreadnought Drama.
It's durable. Even an old outdated Dreadnought 4 is durable.
I can't wait to see one of the new destroyers in a turn so we can all laugh.
It'll be fun.
I don't even think we've ever seen one of the old DD in a full-on turn with the rubber hard over.
I don't think so either. Ship is actively running away.
Can't can't blame them.
You are taking a while to sink. Put a lot of very big holes in it. Oh, there went the last one.
Well, long ship, lots of air to escape.
That just said something about my ship. What did it say about it? Fucking.
Recovered crew, I think.
Yeah, something about recovered crew. For some reason, it doesn't want to auto do the crew on these. Now it's going to take a lot longer to repair. Thank you, but work on those land invasions. Ships. Really hit me where it hurts, making me
Bad
sink my old
hand.
shits. Yes, bad hand, bad hand.
If one of these times you do like that by accident, you are choosing Russia without the wheel.
That is fair enough. That is fair. I will do that.
You'd think they'd start fitting these their way.
Well, to be fair, these were able to fight against everybody but the British. The British were the only fucking people that my 9s were not working against. We had fought the British for so long, they had adapted to fight against me. Oh, poor baby. Put it straight through the middle, and now it's just going to sink.
Then they couldn't figure out how to fight mine.
No, they figured out how to fight yours.
Effectively.
They figured out how to fight yours right at the end. But they didn't have any fucking ships left to fight them. Mine was easy. They just started outranging me and using big guns. Yours, they started using a shit ton of torpedoes. And it's going to sink upright, I think. Nope. Nope, the front's gonna dip.
And even then, didn't always work.
No, it did not always work. If anything, the torque became more dangerous to my ships than yours.
Look at that oil slick.
Yep. I don't know where they're getting the oil either. My ships are mostly powered by coal. There'll still be some oil, but not that much.
Lubricants.
Yeah, new lubricants, yeah. Most of my ships were powered by steam or hydraulic. All my turrets were hydraulic, so that would be able to be in hydraulic oil. Every turret on there, hydraulic oil. Man, that's gonna hit the sea floor and fucking crunch. Probably land upside down. Looking at it like this too. Pick up some fucking speed as it starts to go down though.
No, it would have probably landed vertically IRL.
Here you go. Now you've got a real fight this time. Versus some more of our stuff.
I.e. bottom hits floor, bridge points up.
I know what vertical means. The way it was going down, I don't think it would have leveled back out. Maybe land on its side.
Not necessarily look at the one British pre-driven that stuck vertically into the ocean floor. After all, its bow pointed into the ground, and its stern is pointed at the sky.
It just depends on how sturdy and how rigid the construction was to survive the impact of the ocean floor. Survives the impact and sinks deep enough, it will just sit upright. I'm gonna tell these to leave. They're gonna sink.
There's one the new destroyer.
Neither one of them are.
Look slowly.
I know, but they're both not. They're both only the 2100 ton. finish it off. Never mind. So many rounds going off. Mark II 15s. Prop 5. Alright, so pre-1944 design. Standing though. Sorry, with this many ships and this many guns firing, it's just a little bit of a lag fest. Unfortunately, can't fix it. You know, I bet Denmark is just asking British, why'd you want to fight these guys again? And why did we get drug into this? Like, their head of states and head of admiralties got to be sitting there going, they're sending 3 ships and wiping out our navy. 3 fucking ships.
And they're 2 tiny escorts.
Yeah. Ice is gonna do something again. One ship. One ship. Look, your lion's gonna do the same thing. Bully one ship.
At least it isn't a sea eagle, otherwise the Leons would be lost.
No, it's a buzzer. Buzz hard. Bust it.
WW2 joke.
Kill it. I guess we've hit that point now. Germany's out of ships.
WW1. Not 2.
Torpedo boat around here. Oh, it's a horribly crippled one already, too. You guys really think it was a good idea to send this one? It's only got one working main gun. Both the other guns are fucked. The torpedo tube barely works. And the ship itself's about ready to sink. You guys just didn't like the captain on this, did you? Hey Hans, we need you to go and fight. Okay, who's my backup? Noob, just you. And what ship? That torpedo boat. Go fight. Oh, Hans is gone.
Or it was returning from battle.
I like my idea better. Sounds a lot more. Point Deluga is their last port. We're taking everything else right now. 17%. It is working just slowly.
He is deluged.
Oh, look, Dresden.
Not how I was hoping it would say that. Good first salvo hit bridge snipe.
It did, yeah. This is broke. Gone. Alright, back. I gotta see what she wants.
Sticking through these ad breaks supports the stream, thank you. Hooray, stay tuned eyes. Disney's 7 dwarfs famously toiled in the mines. What precious gems were they hoping to find with their pickaxes? Find out when the ads end in about a minute. Diamonds.
Soviets are expanding while I'm taking care of Germany.
The 7 dwarfs spent their days mining for diamonds. Called it.
Diamonds are worthless anyways. They're overly, or not overly, they are an artificial They have artificial value. Significance is just a shiny rock that's hard. They have an inflated value for no goddamn reason.
They're overly expensive just because they want them to be.
Yes, they have an artificially inflated value, is what I was trying to go for. And couldn't get the words out of my mouth. China is also expanding. You sided with the wrong fucking person.
TwitchCon hype.
If I had more people, I would absolutely go to TwitchCon, but this is not my job. I cannot make enough to survive on this, hence I cannot go to TwitchCon. You poor bastard.
Send in the DD.
Try.
In a Porsche yell.
Certainly, I will tell my other ships to retreat. And then just the DDs. Any day now. Oh, never mind. Time just slowed down, which means we got close. Give it another couple seconds, see if he pops in. He's right there.
I saw a ping.
Yep, he's right there. Thought of us first.
Probably smoked.
He was running away. No wonder why. That 5-inch gun hurts. They may flood, they may not. They're gonna flood. Guess we shouldn't have sent in the DD. You cannot beat their destroyers, apparently. Their destroyers with 5-inch guns vastly outbeat you.
The old DD anyway.
Nope, they won. Damn, that gave them a lot of points.
That's what the new DD are for anyway. I knew these were getting old.
No, it's just he had 5-inch guns, you only have 4 9s. He did more damage per shot.
Bigger, more armor and more guns.
He was only 200 tons bigger, and he only had 2 guns. He just had a bigger gun. He wasn't that much bigger than us. We didn't quite have enough men. We kept getting ricochets and bounces. He was getting overpinned.
Not enough guns, and they didn't have their auto-loaders anymore, I don't think.
I said the biggest thing was I even tried switching to AP and HE. I tried both. We were getting ricochets and they were getting overpins. They just overmatched us. They had a single barrel. They had 2 single barrel 5-inch guns.
I saw.
They were just overmatching us. It was just we couldn't do it. We needed more. Just very bluntly, we needed more.
More like the yayois, lol.
I think it.
Come on, I just wanna have some fun.
No,
Lol.
no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Nada.
Are there other destroyers actually getting commissions, or are they not actually filling out the crews?
All the destroyers are commissioned at this point. All of them. They just need to be sent to everybody.
Good.
I see. That's what we did. When we updated the Zukis, we
Definitely
forgot.
better rate of fire on these though.
No, our problem, why we lost that fight, is right there. HE shells. We forgot to change them to incendiary, to capped rounds. Since we're using a bigger size shell, we need an actual capped round on our gun right now. Otherwise, even at
Oh,
point blank range, we only have 0.1 inches of pen. That's why it got fucked. We forgot to change something when we changed the caliber of the guns. 3.9s, they work with incendiary. Once you go up to 4s and 5s, you need to use cap like they use. That's why they're able to use HE and fuck us up. We do next to nothing with HE anymore. We don't have to pen, we have to stay at range. At range, we just have more volume of fire we will kill. Yeah, we're gonna have to pop into the design builder at some point and change their guns. Or we can just leave it and accept the fact they're gonna struggle to pen. They're getting phased out anyways.
better armor on the new DD did help.
It was the old DD though, that wasn't the new one yet.
No, I think that was the new DD that just fought.
It wasn't. The new DDs are heavier.
It looked like it had 6 turrety.
Maybe it was. I don't know. I guess it was, but that means they have the same problem as the other ones. We left them as incendiary.
That's it 6 times 2 4.9. 6 dual 4.9 inches.
Looked at the weight. It is. You're right. I was wrong. Those are 4,000 ton destroyers, so those are the new ones. Canada's taking Nova Scotia now, too.
Finland is taken.
Yes, it is. We've already moved our ships away from there and everything. Take the Azores. Move and get away. Soviets are trying to take all India. India's trying to take China, and China's trying to take India. It's all just a fight over here.
Damn three-way. Or throuple.
Berlin and Danzig, huh? They be a oldie, she's a goldie.
Could be better, but that would be my version of better.
You would want to be faster.
Sticking through these ad breaks supports the stream. Thank you.
Ant Bit
Hooray,
14's
stay
on
tuned,
here.
guys. Hear ye, hear ye. The chat
Bit
doth buzz with
13's
naval
either.
strategy and the might of destroyers. Passenger ship with us _grey_ghost muses on the evolution of these vessels. Newer ones boasting greater firepower and armor. Collision a jest about the yayoi and the long interaction fill the air, alongside queries of crew conditions. Finland's fate is sealed, and the cheeky mention of a naval throuple adds a splash of humour to our maritime musings. Tears of joy anchor. And one less maid. For speed while keeping armour.
This ship has as much armor as your island. They're allowed to be slow. These ships are broken.
That's why I said for speed while keeping the armour.
I'm just saying, this ship right here is about 15 years older than your Lion hull. First thing you would do is probably rip off all the fucking casemates. But that would give you all the speed you need. It's burned in Germany, it'll be gone.
What is the modern arm to quality right now?
A lot. Soviets have control of Western India.
Want to see.
Just have to take a thing into it. Oh, graph speed.
Wrong guns though. Should be 11 inches.
The AI will use historical names, but not historical layouts. You can, when you first make a campaign, you can set the AI to use historical layouts, and they will try to
I know.
mimic the layout to the utmost of their ability. But it won't be perfect, because a lot of the shit's not in the game. It's also not the right hull for a graph speed. Definitely not the right hull.
I know you can get 3 main guns on this hull if you try. Two bow, one stern.
Looks like there's room for 2 on the bow.
That's what I meant, maybe I'm wrong. Probably would have to keep the casemates off.
Yeah. Alright, all that's left is the
Armor
support.
total.
Wrong one. I'll check in a second. I gotta fucking pee.
I meant on the current tree.
It doesn't give us a preview of our total armor on the current tree, which is why I was avoiding doing it. You have to go into the builder to see it. Does not give us a total armor.
Oh.
That's why I was avoiding doing it. It's at 169 unless you switch to anti-torp 5, so it's gone up like 4%, I think. It's at goes up very slowly.
With all the 13% and so felt like it would have been more.
Oh, so you know how it was going like 12.8, 13, 13.2? That's just an increasing one. So that's our total. This research right now
Yay.
is. I'll make it simpler here.
OH.
That's our total. Wrong one again. Nope, it's the right one. So right now, our superior armor fortune is giving us a minus 10.5 to armor weight and 4.2 to strength. It will upgrade as soon as we get another technology level in it. So our armor strength quality in total right now is 13.4% more. It doesn't go up 13% each time. If it did that, it would be.
Man armor forging behind at 1933.
Yeah. That's when we ran out of shit to do. Kind of stopped running out of stuff. Yeah, armor forging is behind because we took it off for so long to work on the guns during the entire British
Engines
War.
in 5 nice.
Two more turns, and the British or the Germans will be gone. Down and scrapping a bunch of ships. Scrapping old ships, making new ones. Hamburg and Stettin will be the last ships we ever have to fight from Germany. That's another nation down. Next will probably be France, since they want to keep trying to fight me. France, or I could do China and try and just wipe another one out really quickly. Next quickest one to fight would be China. The next strongest guy is France. And Soviets, they aren't very strong, but they won't be quick because they've got territory spread across the entire map. France is mostly situated in Africa and a little bit in Europe.
France is closer.
I also need to go and take a ship and park it right outside of Italy's island so it pisses them off. And it makes them start to hate us so we can wipe them out quickly because they're one island. I'll probably put your ices over there because I know they have a good fleet stored up at this point.
No fly zone.
They have battleships. No fly zone won't be able to do that. I don't know how new or big or strong their battleships are, but I know they have battleships.
Oh.
Well, I said I was probably going to send your ices over. It may send your ices and the speedies. It may send both. So I don't know how many ships they're going to have there in total. Go over to Italy. They've got 3 battleships, 2 battle cruisers, 15 heavy cruisers, and 3 light cruisers. That's why I don't want to send the no-fly zones there. France is closer, but you have a lot of shit. I'll start putting people places. I want to get everybody where they need to be before the war starts this time, so I'm not moving shit around in the middle. If that makes sense. Now we just need to get everybody in place. I think everybody's where they need to be. Alright, come on, France. Italy. See, they're going down now, 93. So Italy will slowly get pissed off with us and we'll get rid of them. War with France. Never heard of them. I'll put my battleship there. Those are mine. So where did I put yours? Put them over here at all. They need to go. Over here and help with France. Go after northern France right away. I don't know what French ships look like anymore. I don't know what their technology on torpedoes, guns, nothing looks like. We're going in here blind. They have 40-kilometer range torps.
First decent fleet fight in a while.
They've all spotted our ships already, so they've got very good long-range tech for seeing stuff.
CL looked funny.
Oh, they've spotted our destroyers now. We're still 47 kilometers away. They're spotting even the destroyers. They do have very, very good view range tech.
Wow, interesting.
They've got longer range torps. They got 23-kilometer range.
Yeah, definitely funny look.
Alright, so we're back to having to be on the lookout for torps non-stop. They fire a lot of torps too. Oh, flash fire. We've taken some pretty serious damage.
Sticking through these ad breaks supports the stream. Thank you. Hooray, stay tuned, guys. Most elements love to mingle, but some are found in their pure, unadulterated state in nature. What are these elemental standouts called? Find out when the ads end in about a minute. Kumar, no, I think it's taking the most of beating of all these ship taken.
Yeah, it does continuously take a beating, doesn't it? Gloria got more flooding, but Mando blew a whole fucking turret.
And yet keeps surviving.
Yeah. Well, that's another flash fire. Hatsu lost its front turret. Hit by another torpedo.
Elements found in their pure, uncombined form in nature are known as native elements.
So they've got really, really spicy torps.
She was the one was recovered nearly 10% float.
They have spicy torpedoes.
CA not as spicy as.
They've got a lot of torps, and they've still got 20-kilometer range torps. But that shot will hit. Got decent armor. They've got 3 layers. 178%. They have better armor tech than us. Surprising. Well, not really. Like I said, our armor forging, it's like you point out, it's all the way in 1933. It's very far behind right now. 30 years behind. Our 14-inch guns might have a little bit of a hard time with the British or the French stuff. That's not great. Really not great. We fired and we missed. We fired again and we missed. We fired one more time and we missed.
Would be doing better if the damage didn't make it less accurate.
Most of the ships don't have anything wrong that's affecting their accuracy right now. They're just far away. You only have a 5% chance to hit 30,000. The longer we fire, the more accurate we get, thankfully. Problem is, every time they change the gun, their accuracy resets. I wish they would quit changing target.
512.
That works. We nailed him on the first shot. 3 3s and very, very, very high damage torps. 22,000 damage torps at 21 range, or 21 kilometer range. Not gonna be nice to fight. I gotta pee, give me a second. Now I'm focused on France. At least we'll take in northern France. The Lions back to be repaired because 2 of them are missing turrets. Very small battleships, though. St. Charles, 1967.
And that there is why I created the new destroyers. Those TB. Apparently, there's somebody out there whose snake hates somebody called Markiplier.
Fuck do you hate Markiplier? Of all people, like, how the fuck do you hate Markiplier?
I don't know who Snake does or how they would do it.
torp. That's why. Don't have the other armor belt that's better at torpedo anymore. Armor belt 4 gave me more protection against torpedoes. The turtleback. It reduced torpedo damage significantly on top of the torpedo belt. Without it, now I take a lot more damage from torps to my structure. Which is dangerous.
But with the weight, there wasn't really another way.
I mean, there was. Because taking 10% every time I get hit by a torpedo means I'm going to fucking sink. I was eating 19 fucking 22-inch torpedoes with the other one. This one is going to get me fucking sunk. And it's gonna get me sunk soon. Ooh, should I switch to Citadel 5?
Damn.
Yeah, you watched us go through the British one. I was eating 22-inch torps and I was eating 19 of them. I'm going to be sunk now. Trying to fight these ones.
I take blame.
Yeah. I'll have to go in and refit it. I'll have to do what I was originally gonna do and just use a little bit of armor. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
Could have been worse, it could have spread to others.
I need to switch back to turtleback immediately. Well, I have the end battle, but fuck that fleet. All the destroyers can get away. We're gonna deal with them. Got rid of all the torpedo boats and some of the destroyers. You'll have to take on the rest. You'll have the same problem because you've got Citadel 5 too, which means torps are gonna hurt.
You can always let my ships get sunk as revenge.
Oh, I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna try and keep both of our ships. Plus, you gotta remember, these things take fucking 20-something months to make, and then they're gonna take another 15 months to refit.
However, to make up for that, they are also faster, but they also have anti-torp 3 instead of 4.
Seconds to fire the 45.
Might make a difference, might not.
One destroyer.
Wait, do you still have auto loaders to like mine do?
No, I don't. Or I would drop that for the weight I needed.
Sticking through these ad breaks supports the stream. Thank you. Hooray, stay tuned guys. Ship breaking news from Kingblane Gaming's Naval Command. At us_grey_ghost unveils a new fleet of destroyers, boasting speed and firepower over traditional torpedo light. Snake meanwhile, a mysterious snake has a vendetta against Markiplier, leaving us all puzzled. Thinking face in a twist of fate, grey_ghost offers their ships as sacrificial lambs for revenge. Will autoloaders tip the scales? Stay tuned. Anchor #naval strategy #mystery snake.
That guy tried to go for a ram, but we
But the
point blanked
auto
him.
choose the 6 inches really seem to be putting in work.
Yeah, but we're about to be overrun. I can't get your ships out fast enough. The destroyers are fast. And all around us. And they're just ramming. They're just ramming.
I don't blame you.
You should still be able to get out. These ships are durable. Just like mine. The fact that you avoided a flash fire so far is the best part. Fucking suicide ramming bastards.
I think so far the destroyer force of this fleet has been practically wiped out.
You are correct. I was just really hoping that the French were going to be like the Germans and not focus torpedo tech. I was wrong. They very much focus torpedo tech.
French destroyers we went up against this one group practically annihilated, and then we went up against this other group. And they annihilated us.
Like I said, I would have kept fighting, but as soon as I had a flash fire, I went from 50% health down to 20. I ain't gonna risk my ship. They take too long to rebuild. You got just to where mine's at. You got down to 50%.
Yeah.
I would have wiped out my fleet too, had I not flash fired. And that's just bad luck. Well, it's not even just bad luck.
I also think it might be that I went with all 666, 9s and auto 2.
No, I think the biggest thing is you have all your defects fixed. Mine don't. That first destroyer, he's
Which a
gone.
lot of faster reload rate on the 6-inch.
We barely put a dent in their torpedoes and destroyers, though.
$540.
Oh, we got time for like one more turn. What happens during that turn?
Still, if both of our ships can pull off slaughters like that every time we come up against it,
Oh,
we
yeah,
might
no.
be able to reduce their fleet quite rapidly.
Oh, no, we will.
Maybe you should bring over the no-fly zones.
I'm gonna send the no-fly zones over here to Croatia, because the only thing they have in Croatia are destroyers. I remember. Okay.
I meant because of the large groups of light ships, and they are equipped with 5 or 6 squad 5.9. I know you like your large-ass guns, but maybe in this case you might want to reduce to 18.9 so you can get a better rate of fire.
Eh.
via auto 2.
I fire these things every 18 seconds. Not like my fire rate's bad.
I wonder how fast mine are since I have all triples as well.
I think yours were 11 or 12.
Still wish I could have kept with the 6 quad 16s.
Yeah, but they don't fit, unfortunately.
Damn turret roof height. Maybe you should reduce to 3 main gun turrets with how restricted your one back is with rotation. That would give you a lot of weight for other things like keeping the armor while switching back to CITV.
No, I'll think about it.
Okay, I was honestly worried. You were gonna hate the suggestion because to me it does sound practical while keeping the majority of your firepower. I'd even give you a bit of weight for extra, like getting auto loaders in the first place, which would help your mains.
unfortunate.
Thankfully, there's so much going on, a lot of Peters are missing.
No, they just missed visually. They still hit here. Trying to figure out why ammo detonated.
Yeah, you're probably gonna have to restart this battle.
I missed my turtleback armor that protected me from ammo detonations. I missed turtleback armor.
That's one of the reasons why I suggested losing the worst turret out of your main floors, so I can switch back without losing almost any firepower while gaining the tonnage to switch back. Plus, you still retain the most effective realtor turret that has a very good arch of fire. Actually, know what I think about it. I'm tempted to do that to mine as well. If my one rear turret is that bad as well.
No, yours is better off than mine. Mine's still restricted because mine are bigger.
Because then doing so, I could move the one rear tower back to give more room for an extra funnel for better efficiency, say 80%.
What time is it? 52. You know what? I don't have time for this fight. We're just gonna end it here. And I'll figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'll pull up a design at some point and fiddle with it and figure out how I want to do it.
With a ship of its size, 100% is very doubtful. 80 seems reasonable.
Yeah, that ain't a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna end it here. So I hope everyone has a good day, good night, good life, and take it easy out there, y'all.